Religion, The Real Matrix, the book based on African spirituality and mythology from ancient Kemet or Egypt. Written by author Heru Ifangbemi, the book shows that all Western religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, plagiarize from African spiritual systems to come up with their religions. Buy the book on Amazon. Link is in the description box. Let's go. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at DLSMediaInc1 at gmail.com. DLSMediaInc1 at gmail.com. Let's go.
And that brings me to my next point. You brought up Vlad, and one thing that I see that we see here is like, okay, he can ask a certain particular set of questions, but you alluded to it earlier. If we were to ask those same questions,
oh man, y'all will be out.
FBI agent, they'd be threatening to try to harm us, kill us, all that stuff. We know the game. We don't even play that.
But please don't ask questions like that. It'll be 30 Negroes outside y'all.
We're not even built like that, like comfortable enough to even ask a brother about shit like that. It's not built like that. But you talk about how, like, you got this one hip hop platform, and obviously he's doing his thing, and we have complaints about him. But then we have other platforms that if we were to just come together, we could really create something huge and really do it the right way. But we're so steady competing with one another. There was an interview done with $1 million worth of game in the Breakfast Club. I don't know if you've seen that. And they were talking about money and figures, and it just seemed like a real big braggadocious event. We're going to say, okay, I got a bigger contract than you. I got more money than you, this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, damn, first off, there's enough money out here for all of us to eat. So why aren't we helping each other go out and eat if there's enough for all of us?
Right.
But why are we so consumed? Even in the highest point of our careers, you got 4 brothers that were on that platform yesterday that are all good, but still laughing and trying to get on the next person that's just a little bit below them. Why do you think we have that kind of mentality towards each other, even at the height of our success?
Because we validate ourselves through sex. And so we're going to peacock. Most of us black men, we peacock for women. And so and I said this before, we like to stand on each other's shoulders. We want to make another brother look small to make ourselves look big. And what we did was monumental. I have a song about you guys with your title. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was able to argue or disagree for a year. Ain't nobody get hit. Ain't nobody get shot. This is our second interview. You know what I mean? And a lot of men don't have that emotional intelligence to be able to be like, you know what? Did he say something to me to the point to where I want to do something violent and risk my life? There's a lot of variables that can happen when you talk about getting violent. You can go to prison, you can lose your life, anything can happen. So I don't think the ego has to calm down. We have to stop the real nigga shit. That's why I say I'm a sidewalk nigga. And there's cracks in that sidewalk, and I'm very good on the sidewalk. But the street rules, I won't play them. I won't participate. These dudes that claim to be for us, Steven Jackson invited me to playing in traffic. And I said, my response was, yo, my son be in my car. You guys said we was joking. This is how beef start. And it take one little small thing like that to where men have been talking about me for 20 years. He brought me up on a podcast where I hadn't played basketball in over 10 years. I took offense to it. I call his line. He get online, disrespect me. I disrespect him back online. Now we got to play in traffic. The guy who was disrespected the most, you want to kill him now? And this is how us as a black culture, this is why white folks will always win. Because if I was JJ Redick and I responded back to what he said, then he would respond back with an interview. He would never go enlist young black people to say, let's go play in traffic. And see, that's how we have a generation of death. That's why we have a culture of death. Because what does he think going to happen if he do something to me?
Right.
There's only 2 things that could happen. Neither one of them are good for anybody.
So I don't get it. When these guys talk so final, you've never heard me talk so final. The worst thing I'll say is I'll make myself available. I done got beat up before. I'll make myself available. You can choke me out, beat me up, whatever gonna happen. But guess what? I get to go home.
Yeah.
If you got it on your mind like that, I can meet you at whatever gym you got. You can laugh. You can put it on YouTube. I don't give a damn. But I get to go home to them babies though.
That's a fact.
And a lot of these men ain't men. You know what I mean? Like, how many men that talk all that talk, you get a chance to see them vulnerable? You know, I looked you up a little bit, oh God. No, Which one? Hold on. Wait a minute. I done got y'all confused. One of you guys do jujitsu or jujitsu. That's you. Okay. So I looked you up and I said, okay, I didn't even know this guy do jujitsu, but half of the men that would argue with you online, they're going to get choked out.
Yep.
And that happens in practice.
Yep.
You get to see that every day in practice, men being vulnerable. So these guys that's just talking and hiding in groups, you already know they faking.
Mm-hmm.
I took my son to the gym. I've been a part of those gyms. You're going to get choked out. It's somebody in there that's a better dog than you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to be humble. You have to learn to accept when you win. You have to learn to accept when you lose. And it builds character. You're not going to go run and get a gun if you lose because you done lost before.
Yep.
I'm not going to go run and get no gun because I done lost before. This ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I'll get you over there that's laughing, though. That's the way it worked. Men used to be men. That's just the way it worked. I don't know what done happened to us where we're so hypersensitive that now everything is so final. It's never final with me. And that's why I came on. I apologize to you guys. And that's why when I gave you my number, I said, man, hit me up and we could do it anytime. That's why I made sure I canceled that flight because I'm like, I want to make sure these brothers know that I'm not going to be the stereotype that they tried to make me. That's me defending every person who had a voice and who live in righteous and doing the right thing. And they try to steal their image. They steal their character. And that's why I said most people that they tell you not to like, those are the people you should take a second look at. I'm not going to tell you to like them, but just take a second look at them.